So I went out to pick stinging nettles, and unfortunately, I didn't find any stinging nettles. But fortunately, I've been foraging for a long time, so I never go home empty-handed. I found these devil clubs buds, something I've never tried before. I've always been leery of the devil's club, but I've had some friends tell me that they eat them like you would an artichoke heart, so I'm going to give them a try. Here I am, just dumping everything out onto a towel. You use a deck or a picnic table. You can use a kitchen counter. I like doing it outside. The breeze helps blow away some of the duff. And I'm separating my bounty. I got some fireweed and some watermelon berry sprouts, and of course the devil's clubs. I'm going to make kimchi from the fireweed and watermelon berry, and then I'm going to spread these fiddleheads out, let them dry out a little bit. The woods are wet. They're damp, so I want that brown chafe on the outside to dry off a little bit. That's what I'm mentioning. It's very important to be careful with foraged foods. Not only just identification, but even things that you know that people eat. Sometimes you can get sick. There's toxins in a lot of this stuff. These aren't plants that have been hybridized over centuries and hundreds of thousands of years. They're wild plants. Our grocery store veg has usually been bred to lose the toxins that formed naturally. So just be careful. Don't overindulge, especially for your first time. So this is a zipper pillowcase protector. It costs $3.98 at Fred Meyer, which is absolutely worth the 7 to 8 hours it would have taken me to clean this many fiddleheads to prepare for pickling or blanching and freezing. I'm going to fill the Ziploc pillowcase with the fiddleheads. I'm going to put it in the dryer at a tumble dry, no heat setting for 20 to 30 minutes. When it comes out of the dryer, I'll put them in a bowl. I usually do about a third of a bag at a time with this many compared to the size of the bowl that I have, and give it a few tosses, well, quite a few tosses. And if it's not a windy day, I just blow at it to make all the chaff blow away. Windy days are optimal. And a side note, be sure to close all your doors and windows because the brown fluff off of this stuff goes everywhere. I already made a fiddlehead video in this little series, but I'm still getting a few questions from friends about exactly how I clean them. So I decided to do this video to really make it clear just how easy this is. It doesn't have to be complicated at all, and it doesn't have to be labor intensive. Some people like to spend 7 hours cleaning their bounty and touching each piece. Myself, I've got a lot of other stuff to do. So like this kimchi that I'm gonna make with the those are the watermelon berry sprouts I'm pulling out right now, and then the fireweed shoots are next to that. Fireweed shoots are very tender, kind of asparagus-like, and the watermelon berry sprouts they're just a spring green, somewhat spinachy flavor, but this just makes a very nice little ferment, if you will, to go with some scrambled eggs and rice for breakfast, or to put over some salmon or halibut. And you just want to find that snap. If they're not really snapping, They're a little too far gone. These guys, Devil's Club, I'm not sure about them. You want to make sure to get some without any spines on them. They're deceptive. It looks like they're tender, but no. Sometimes those spines, they start developing spines almost right away. Anyway, I hope this clarifies everything for people about how to clean your fiddle heads. I hope you got a couple of pointers as far as foraging. Like I said, please be careful when you're foraging, especially with things like mushrooms, and especially with things that you just don't know about. If you don't know what it is, don't pick it. And if you do, don't go on social media. Take it to somebody that you know that does this more than once a year. Take it to somebody that you trust and take them the actual plant and let them look at it. I will never identify anything on social media by just a picture or even a video. I want to be able to see it. I want to be able to smell it. Sometimes I got to be able to touch it to my tongue to make sure that it is exactly what it is. So use caution and enjoy. Oh, always watch out for bears up here. I'm pretty sure I heard one off in the distance when I first started picking the fiddleheads, and I just decided to step away. So pick on, man.